Long life to you, friend. Welcome to more Greedfall here on AP Games. We've waited for the fight to take place, and now it's time for us to defeat the champion. Let us get in there and do our duty to destroy this dastardly dude. If it's your first time here on the channel, hopefully you like alliterations and mediocre gameplay, because that's what you're going to get here on the channel. Alright, let's speak with the arena master.
Ready to excite the crowd? Ah, there you are. I was told you'd be taking on one of our old champions.
That's right.
Are you ready for the fight? Beware. Contrary to the challenges, this combat must be fought alone. Your friends must remain in the stands.
Oh, is that what alone means?
Yes, I am ready.
So, jump into the arena, and may the better fighter win.
Alright, so we're just gonna shoot him a bunch of times. We may as well set a poison trap. Come and get me, buddy. Come on. Oh. Okay, well, here's what we'll do.
What a brilliant spectacle. Congratulations on your victory.
Guns are the best.
Thank you.
Guns and bombs.
It wasn't easy.
It was.
And here are your winnings from the combat. You've earned them.
Bravo! A glorious victory, which is made all the sweeter by double compensation.
I don't believe I've ever seen you happier. The thought of holding something over Cornelia seems to do you wonders.
That is true. Politics is an extremely subtle game, and just as satisfying as fighting in an arena.
I imagine we need to go and see her now.
Yes, and I hope you will enjoy the moment every bit as much as I will.
You know, I'm thinking back to previous episodes and previous quests. I wonder if we had completed this quest before going to Cornelia with the whole heresy and like new discoveries thing and the religion thing, if they had actually, that would have swayed her mind. If we had leverage over her, then we could have used it to basically say, you need to tell the truth, kind of thing. I don't know. Just a thought. Just a thought. So, if any of you have played Greedfall and have had a successful outcome of that mission, I would like to know. Alright. Let's hop on over this way. Go and see old Cornelia. Old Corny. Let's do a quick save, just to make sure we don't lose our progress. And up we go to see Mother Cardinal Cornelia. So, question of the day for you guys. Who do you think is the Who do you think is the best Let's Play channel on YouTube currently? I'll tell you, I've recently been getting into the Spiffing Brit, one of the newer Yogg's cast members. I think that he does excellent job with his videos. He's not a Let's
Lord
Player,
de Sade.
but I am very much enjoying
And you,
what he's
Petrus.
producing. So,
What can I do for you?
leave me a comment
We
down
have
below.
come to offer our support.
Who do you think is a
We
great
have
Let's
learned
Player
that
here
the
on
arena
YouTube?
was cruel to you.
How do you know that? Oh, I see. You tricked my informer.
Will you just let him believe that I would lose?
All I did was take the place of your moneylender. You owe me a handsome sum.
All of this just to make me spill the beans, am I right? I didn't expect you to play this kind of game, Your Excellency. It is true, though, that with such a teacher...
Oh, come on, Cornelia. You excel at this game.
It's true. And I also know when to admit defeat. What do you want from me?
We won't use what we know of you, nor what you owe us, so long as you act loyally towards the congregation and Constantine. Is that clear?
Is that what you're expecting? But I'm sure that this sly old fox has something else in mind, right? You hope that I'll support you when you court the rank of cardinal? You haven't learnt your lesson, then? Have you forgotten the abyss into which you plunged because of your ambition last time?
Petrus, what is she talking about?
Cornelia, you don't have the right to use that against me, to disclose what I revealed to you that day.
It was said under the seal of the Enlightened, it's true. But if someone deserves to know, it's him.
No, please.
Since you have no intention of speaking, I will. Petrus knew your mother, child. Your real mother.
Oh boy.
My mother. Petrus, is this true? How?
Be damned, Cornelia. It's true. I knew your mother. I used to go to the jail to give my spiritual support to the prisoners of the Prince d'Orsay. That's where I met her. She was alone, afraid, and exhausted. And so strange. Obviously, I had no way of knowing that she came from here. The princes kept their secret well.
Why didn't you tell me about it? You knew that my uncle lied to me and you kept quiet.
I was ashamed. Ashamed of having left her to die in that dead-end pit. Completely alone.
Why talk to others about it then? Why does she know?
One evening, in a fit of despair, Petrus felt the need to share this great burden with someone.
At the time, you were the ear of the enlightened, Cornelia. You have broken your vows. Ah, damnation. It's better out in the open. I've wanted to tell you about it since I met you.
Man,
now that you
this is
know,
quite the revelation.
I want to do something in her memory. I will help you find your family here on the island. The prince sent you here to use you. But I can ensure that all of this serves a purpose.
How could I possibly believe you now? You have used me for your scheming and kept me in the dark.
I understand how you feel, my child. Let's wait a little, until you've taken it all in. Time heals the wounds of the soul. Come back and see me when you are ready. As for you, Cornelia, remember what we have on you. You no longer have the upper hand.
Be careful, de Sade. You now see the real Petrus, sly and opportunistic.
All right. Well, I still like Petrus, even if he was hiding something from us. His chocolatey smooth voice. Oh, so sweet and debonair. Alright, let's take a look at our quests. We've got our Cure for Malachor, Exploration, Champion of the Arena. This is really the only quest that we've got going for us, so I think it's I don't know, maybe that means, are we at like the end? Are we close to the end quest? I don't know. I'm going into this completely blind, guys. I try and do that for most games. Just to give you guys the most realistic reaction and experience. So we're experiencing it together. We're both working with limited information, kind of thing. Let's compose my team. Petrus, as much as I like you, gotta take you off the team. Kurt, gotta have you. And Aphra, we haven't had you on the team in a while, so let's go with that. Alright, let's take a look at Aphra. No neck equipment available. Okay. Kurt's probably got the best. Probably got the best stuff currently. Got a bunch of stuff here that we could. I'm not too worried about it. Let's just go. To the Kurganah camp. Kurganah? Surganah? Something like that. Alright, let's take anything. Alright, that should be just about everything. Let's go over here. Let's sell a bunch of stuff. I say we just get rid of all of it. No, we gotta keep those for crafting. Check to make sure. Okay, good stuff. And then, alright, let's go to inventory. Let's make sure Afra is wearing the best boots. She's not. Okay, can she wear... Wow, these gauntlets are good. Okay. Alright, well, looks like we've got the best equipment for everybody, so let's go ahead and get rid of these boys. That should be everything. It's my... Alright, let's do it up. Where do we gotta go? Up here. So it looks like up through there is probably the way to go. Alright folks, let's do it up. Quick save. Oh shoot. Okay, first things first. Check out what this secret path holds. If anything. Okay, right now it looks like a whole bunch of nothing. That's alright. Alright. So I'm just thinking back to last time we were here when that big Nadag, or whatever, however you say it, Nadag came out and like anointed that dude, I guess, or like confirmed him. He came from back here, and I feel like we're gonna have to fight him. What is all this? Alright. Let's go there first. This might be a campsite or something. Yep, there it is. See it off in the distance now. Goats. I've never seen any of these goats. Who am I fighting? That dude? I'm not fighting Tenlin. We're just checking out this area. I like this. This is kind of like a mountainous highlands kind of place. It's pretty cool. Dragon blood resin. I feel like having Ciora here would be very helpful, but I'll take a risk. In the name of having equitable time with my various companions. I can't remember the last time we've had Afra with us on a quest, so. Kurt, he's just solid, man. Alright. Should places, yeah. I just want to make sure that we actually get that travel point from now on. Alright.
Deward. Hello, my name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. May I enter?
Good day, Legate Desardet. No, this building is closed to Renaigse.
Fair enough.
If I cannot enter, perhaps you could tell the elder of the council that I request an audience.
Glendon cannot speak with you, Legate. Times are difficult, and his time is precious. He only accepts to meet the members of the council or their representatives.
How can I prove that I'm the representative of one of them?
If you are a trusted friend of a council member, he will give you his seal, and we would know it. I will then be glad to allow you to enter. You would be the first Renaigse to obtain such an honor.
Oh boy. Alright.
I will return later.
If you have a seal, you will be welcome. If not,
Yeah, I got it. Ask for Catasac's help. Talking to Glendon. Alright. Catasac. It's a good thing that we helped him previously. Hopefully he'll be on our good side. Come on, Catasac. Get me that seal. Something like that. I don't know. It's just funny how it keeps respawning every time. They're just wanting you to have free stuff. Boy, governor. Tell me, governor. How you feeling? Why? Vasco, jeez.
Greetings, Catasac.
Bertir Tumat, what can I do for you?
I'm looking to meet Enomil Frichtman. I went all the way to the village council.
But they did not let you speak to Glendan the Elder.
Precisely. They said that only the friends of a member of the council might enter.
This seal will allow you to give voice to the friends of your clan, those who may speak in your name. Here, friend of Wenxavier. Take my seal and go and meet Glendan. But you must convince him and no doubt pass many trials. Many monsters and traps are hidden on the path you seek to follow.
Thank you, Catasac. Why are you helping me?
I do not wish to lose the one who placed his life in my hands. And you have already shown me your friendship.
I hope that Glendan will allow you to meet this god, cousin. Leave as soon as you can. Godspeed. Have no fear. I'll do whatever it takes. I must go.
Wa awalam seg.
To you too. I guess. Alright. I know that the developers of this game said that there'd be no fetch quests. I certainly agree that there's been plenty of story for all the quests in this game. But that was clearly a fetch quest. You can try and package it anywhere you want. I was sent to go get a kermuffin thingamajig. I was sent to go get something on behalf of somebody else so I can get somewhere, which is pretty much the exact. It's basically a fetch quest. So, like, oh, speaking of which, let's get in here.
You have returned. The rule is still the same, you know.
I know.
Here is the seal of the Denegad Katasach of the village of Wenchavier.
And so you are a trusted friend of the great healer. He must see your true face and find it worthy. Enter. You are welcome.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate the fact that you're being very diligent about your task. That you are doing your duty and protecting Glendan.
I give you warm greetings, Glendan. I am Disarday, legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
Your merchant congregation sways me very slightly from my path. But you are a current of Katasach? His trust in you makes me stop and look at you. What brings you here?
I seek a remedy. My cousin, as well as many other people on our island, suffer from a terrible sickness. We think that only Enon Miel Frictaman can help us find a cure.
Really? And Katasach sent you to see me?
He told me that the only way to meet with your god was to come and see you. You would judge our worthiness.
Judge your intentions? Yes, that I can do. But even if I should do this, you would have many trials to pass. For the path you seek to follow has only been tread but a very few times, and you are the first Renaigse to set foot upon it. We must begin where everything begins. There is a trial. The trial of water. It will show us the reflection of your soul.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern and tell me what you see on the seal you will find deep in its center.
And this cavern is guarded, I suppose.
That is true. But the simplest solution is not always the best. It is a path with many forks. I hope you will prove that you understand the spirit of our people and our island. Go now. Show us your true face, and return purified by the waters of the cavern.
Ask him about animal.
What can you tell me about your god?
That the word God is too small to hold him. He is Tir Fradi in all and everything. The wisdom of his people, the gentleness of his rivers, the strength of his volcano. You are looking for wisdom to heal the Renaigse, but you still see it with the eyes of a sort of Donegad. He is much more than that. He is the essence of all life, of all magic, the spring.
Interesting.
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelem seg.
What Awalem Seg to you? Can you tell me how to get those freaking sweet tree antlers? Because I would
You
totally
have
do that.
spoken to Glendan as you wanted. What more can I do for you?
I was asked to pass the trial of water. What do you know about it?
I have never passed it. Only those who must reveal their soul walk this path. The High Kings and Queens. It is a tremendous honor given to you, Renaigse.
Do you have any advice to give me?
I only know that the trial can be passed in many ways, and your choice will reveal the makings of your soul. One way is through strength, the other by ruse and heart. But I know no more than this. The Troils are kept secret.
And for good,
Anything
good
else?
reason.
Nothing else, thank you. I need to leave.
Good luck. And
Dorhead
do not
Ginadu.
lose yourself in your
Warrior.
own reflection.
Dorhead Ginadu. I like that. It's fun to say. Say that a couple times fast. Dorhead Ginadu. Never mind. I tried. Alright. So we have to pass the Trail of Waters. Which is in a cavern. So my guess is that there's one sneaky way to get through this, and one combat way to get through this. So that's by combat.
Look, these beasts are feeding on that carcass. If only we could pour some sleeping potion on it. Very effective. Now that those beasts are asleep, we can pass without a fight.
Thank you, Afra. Look at that. Down to the cave to the trial. Alright.
I need a bit of practice.
Dang it. Oh, shoot. These things. Alright.
You're running out of energy.
Alright. Let us...
Drink a potion.
I'm wounded! I need help!
Oh my gosh. I knew it. These poison beasts are just ridiculous. Alright, let's do this. Let's put on magic coating. Whoops. A little quick on the trigger there.
To my help! To the others!
Alright. Take an antidote.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
I'm wounded! I need healing!
Alright. Quick save that. Quick save not authorized. Now I can quick save. Alright. Tell you what, these guys are harder than most boss battles. Just because of freaking poison. Alright. Beast essence and leather. Gained. Into the cave for the trial again?
Another one of those monstrosities.
Look at the basin and the symbols around it. Given the islanders' taste for rituals and enigmas, I think you should touch the water.
Either you've been taken with a fever, or you've had another vision. You're shaking like a leaf.
Yes. Once again, I was something else.
Alright.
Another story to
Listen to the
understand
story.
and candles to light, I imagine. What did you see?
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind. and it was a cold feeling. I was high up, and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then the sun warmed me. Suddenly I bounced on the ground, and I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated, and I was suddenly with you again.
Alright. So I think it's gonna go wind, cold, earth, fire, water.
This stone bears the image of a storm.
Wind.
Here this looks like a snowflake.
Cold.
This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. On this stone, the sun is visible. The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire. This drawing looks like an infant.
And cold.
Could it
Okay,
represent
so let's just
life?
go with fire then.
This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it's supposed to evoke death.
Hold on. Oh, shoot. It mentioned the sun, too. Sun, warmed, and then... there it's...
Evidently, I
shoot.
shouldn't have lit this candle.
Okay, so then it's... wind, cold, sun, not fire, water. There we go. Now what do I do? Is that it? Apparently that's it. Alright, well this is why you keep pen and paper around, guys. These are the kind of... like, that's a pretty... I like that a little bit better. Oh, boy. Alright. Quick save. Let's, we still have some ointment on, but mostly we're just going to be using our gun. Let's be real. Assuming that this dude attacks us. Hold on.
I need a bit of practice.
Ugh. So I could totally avoid this fight if I was stronger. Alright, well. Quick save. Now what? I have to get past him, so... I guess I should try talking. Okay. Yeah, so climbing up would have done it. Alright, so what do I see?
This must be the seal that Glendan spoke about. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tearfredi, and a face is drawn within it.
Doorhead Ginadu. Doorhead Ginadu. Good old Doorhead Ginadu. Wow. Alright. Everything. Back to Glendan.
Bertir to mad on Olmanawi. I congratulate you for passing the trial.
Thank you.
Enter.
Okay.
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what the seal deep within the cavern brings into your mind?
A face in the mountain of Tearfredi.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her waters. And the island has seen inside you. You sent the beasts into a deep sleep. That was very clever. Another before you did the same. In the second room, you have awoken the Dosentats to better best them. Finally, you have completed the ritual, and in so doing the Guardian recognized you as a wise man. You choose to trust the way of ruse and wisdom. It is a difficult path, but it carries generous fruits. The island has seen your intelligence and also your compassion. The friendship of Katasach towards you no longer surprises me.
Am I authorized to encounter Enon Milfrictamen now? To present him with my request?
If the High King agrees, yes. We shall not oppose that decision. Only a High King or High Queen is allowed to open the sanctuary. I warned you. Your voyage is far from over.
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince them as well. Where can I find them?
I do not know. And I believe that it may be another trial on your path to find the one you seek.
Is he hiding? Has he been captured?
He disappeared several months ago. Since then, we have not heard from him. He was worried about the Renaigse.
Fair enough.
The last people to have seen him, I'm told, were the most important chiefs of the clans here at the council. There was Deirdre, Blatnid, Ulan, and Dunkas.
I fear that Queen Bladnid can no longer help us.
Yes, we have learned of her fate. Some battles cannot be won twice. Deirdre is the Mal of the clan of the Storm Warriors. You will find her in the village of Vedlug.
I've already met her. She sent me to confront a guardian.
That sounds like her. Ulan is the Mal of the village of Vignamri, near the coast. It is said that he welcomes the Renaigse. As for Dunkas, he leads the Vigigidor. He is the chief of the Earth Healers. His village is not very far from the Didekid and Nadages.
Very well. I will go and see them. Try to find this High King. Thank you, Glendan.
Kwa awalamseg. I hope that you will find him.
Kwa awalamseg. To you as well. Waterproof. Achievement. Nice. Alright. Time for us to travel the world. Talk to these chiefs and chieftain. Speak to Constantine about the sanctuary. But what about talking to the... Hold on. No, it definitely says to go and talk to... Okay. I have a feeling that he's getting worse and we're not going to be able to save him. But that's just my thoughts. We will see. We'll see here in a moment. Whoa. Speak to Siora. She wants to say something to me, apparently.
Karantz, I need to talk to you. I have to ask you for another favor.
I'm listening, Siora.
Do you remember the mind shakers in my village?
Yes. If I understand correctly, there was some kind of an agreement made with them.
Even though these priests would make good allies against the Lions because they hate them as much as we do, my mother would never have traded the spirits of the people of the village in exchange for their help. And she would have wanted to be buried according to our rituals. She was deeply attached to our traditions.
So you think that they're lying?
Yes. And you understand these Renaigse better than I do. Will you investigate this matter with me?
Yeah,
of
let's
course.
do it.
Let's go.
Alright, Afra, you're off. Sierra, you're with me. I was wondering when we would get another loyalty mission from Sierra. Seems like it's been a while. It's Constantine. Alright, let's go and see Constantine while we're here, and then we'll go up and we'll do this quest for Sierra. Oh no.
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord D'Orsay's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord D'Orsay has been attacked.
He believes? He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams, from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding, like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes, sir.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway, if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events, but know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
Thank you, Lady Mirage.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The Islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By Islander, do you mean the Denegad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, sir. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the Islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off, and I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here? Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
Yeah, this is not good.
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. But I could show you where I was posted. The Islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
Okay.
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by a rock slide?
What? Alone? What could I have done? It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors. My cousin was quite weak. Do you know why he decided to follow the Denegad?
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must have been potent. I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness, but that Islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition. But your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could make ready.
That sounds like him. What sort of mess has he gotten himself into? Again?
I am sorry, sir. But I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Oh boy.
Thank you, sir.
Alright. On the High King's Trail. Searching for Constantine, High King's Trail, and helping Ciora as well. Alright. Let's go for a little bit of travel. Alright. So, let's go up to Veridrad. We'll try and help out Ciora first, and then from there we'll go ahead and do the other stuff. Memory Crystal allows you to reassign all skill points, attributes, and talents you've spent to use it. Oh, wow. Huh. Interesting. So if I wanted to respec, I could completely respec. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, missionaries. Questioning time.
Hello, my child. What a pleasure to see someone come to us with such eagerness. Do you want to hear the word of Saint Matthias and come into the light?
Not really, Father. My name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
Nice to meet you, Your Excellency. What can we do for you?
We would like to know more about the agreement you supposedly sealed with Bladnid.
I do not see how our agreement concerns the congregation. But since you are asking us, we swore to provide this village with all our support in their fight against the Alliance.
In exchange, its inhabitants will have to renounce their pagan cult and turn towards the light.
My mother would never have made such an agreement. She's the one who encouraged me to become a Donegad.
The Queen had understood that the light was the only true path, even if she was attached to traditions. It is for this reason that we have accepted to seal our agreement according to your own rituals.
She had an engraver come to Val Ristel. He carved your strange symbols in the stone.
I do not believe a single word of this. You, the people of the light, are nothing but liars.
Easy.
You would do well to hold your tongue, young lady. This village is now under our spiritual authority.
Okay, you should be
By
holding
not
your
respecting
tongue.
us,
Butter.
you are committing blasphemy. And blasphemy is a crime that we punish severely.
Because you think that you can administer justice here. I am the daughter of Bladnid, and you are...
Siora, let's not get into another battle and make new enemies. Let's go find this stone.
That is an excellent idea. Then you will see that we are telling the truth.
No, I will see that the stone has been engraved. Not that she could... remember this place. We came here real early, and I said, nah, come back another time.
Hey, boys!
Alright, come on. Well, life's pretty easy when you got a freaking huge sword, and everybody drops down after 2 hits. Alright. Make sure to grab all of this loot first. Alright, and it looks like the stone has
Here's
been
the
broken.
stone we were looking for. It is destroyed. We can no longer decipher the symbols. Strange, isn't it?
This stone was damaged on purpose. We will never know the precise terms of the agreement.
There may be a way. Promises in stone are a very ancient tradition. Those who want to make these agreements must turn to a keeper of promises. An artisan who makes the stones speak. There are but a few. We did not have one in our village before Karadek's arrival. He must be the one who engraved this stone.
I thought you could not write.
The Donegada have a secret writing that the keepers of promises always learn. Those who want to seal a promise tell them to write, and they take care of it.
Alright, let's go talk to Stone Speaker Dude. This way. Okay, hold on. That way. Towards the smoke. Let's go back to the village. Alright, stone carver.
Strange. It It looks like no one's there, but the door's left open.
That's a problem.
Empty. Everything is broken and turned upside down. Empty. A sculpted engraved stone. What happened here?
It seems like there was a fight. Everything is scattered around.
This workshop was devastated on purpose.
That's right.
The owner must have left in a hurry, taking a few things and destroying the rest.
Unless someone else did this. We must find Karadeg.
Do you know where he might be?
This engraved stone bears the mark of Baraeg Nodas, Dunkas' clan. Do you remember him? Karadeg originally belonged to this clan. He may have returned.
Let's go to Vigigador, and we'll find out.
Man. Alright. Sounds good. Vigigador, probably my favorite village name here. Oh, it's just fun to say, guys. It's just fun to say. Alright. Hold on. Journal. Find Karadeg promise. Yeah. Hold on. What? Camp near Vigigador. Oh. Haha. That's why. Dunkas.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
We're looking for Karadeg, the Keeper of Promises.
Did he come back to your village?
He did come, and then he left. We could not take him back.
Do you know where he might have gone?
He feared someone or something, and he wanted to hide. He must have left for the woods, south of here. He knows the area well.
Did you exile him? Why?
He is the one who left. He disagreed with our stance on the Renaigse. He thought that we should be fighting them, throwing them back to the sea. This is why he joined the Gaesrad. And I did not want him to return if it meant that he would bring his hatred with him.
Fair enough.
Is there anything else?
Yes.
I seek Vinbar, your High King. I was told you were among the last to have seen him.
I'm not sure the name
I
Vinbar
do
has
not
been
know
mentioned
if
by anyone
that
else.
is true. Others most certainly crossed his path after me. But since you have helped our island, it is only right that I help you in return.
Well, thank you, Dunkas.
The last time I saw him, we were in Dorhad Genedu. He wanted us to help him decide what we should do about you. You, the Renaigse. Dedra and Bladnid wanted us to spill blood and chase you from our lands. Ulan's words were all honey, as is his talent, and wanted us to welcome you with open arms. I attempted, as is my wont, to follow the path of wisdom, that which winds between the others. Vinbar was not convinced by any of us. He decided to turn to a far greater source of wisdom. He left us to go to the sanctuary to see Enonmil Frictimen.
Would he still be there?
I do not think so. The Great Mind must have guided his footsteps in a direction beyond our understanding. But he would not have abandoned his people without first seeing his own one last time. You should go to Wenshavar. Maybe there they would know where you could find him.
Thank you, Dunkas.
Thanks, Dunkas. Just take some stuff from you. Village of Vigigida. Oh, that's right. He's in the village's south. Promises. All right, so we go down. And we need to head over here to the right. Up and around. Alright. I remember now. We had a quest where we had to chase somebody and he went up that way. I think. That seems about right. And that's where the secret meeting was, I think.
It is Karadeg. He's over there.
We're just here to chat, buddy.
Siora, Bertir Tumad Donegad. What are you doing with these strangers?
These strangers are my friends, Karadeg. You can speak in front of them without fear.
What do you want?
Tell me about your role as Keeper of Promises. What does it consist of?
Most words must be free and able to fly like birdsong. But some words must survive those who utter them. So they call on the Keepers of Promises. Those who want to become one must win the trust of the Donegada and prove their wisdom. Then they teach us the words of stone. And when someone wants to seal a promise, we offer them those words.
So you're a kind of cleric. Thank you, Karadeg.
Do you want to know anything else?
We would like to ask you about a stone you supposedly engraved.
It is the stone of the Renaigse, isn't it? I should never have accepted to seal such a promise. I did not like them, but I could not refuse to fulfill my duty. Not when Bladnid was demanding it. And now that she is no longer with us, these Monasinaiga are chasing me.
It is because you are the last person to know what was engraved on it. The stone has been destroyed.
I kept the piece of tree bark in which I prepared the glyphs. All the details are there.
With this tree bark, we could verify what my mother promised. Can you give it to us?
No, Donegad. I do not mean to disrespect you, but I will not. The Renaigse only bring us trouble, and you come with them. They will disappoint you just like they disappointed your mother. I do not want to deal with them ever again. They threaten my life, and because of them, I am forced to hide here.
Oh, shoot.
In that case, maybe we should tell the priests about your hideout. How about that?
Why would you do that? They would kill me.
I cannot believe you would say that.
This man's hatred of the settlers has made him blind. That he'd rather let his village fall into their hands than help us. He leaves me no choice.
Here, take this damned bark and leave me alone. Leave!
What do these glyphs say?
That we will assist the priests in their war against the lions, and they must help us in return. There is nothing about the spirits of the people of the village, or renouncing our traditions. I knew they were lying. Let's show this to Isolde.
Go back directly to the village.
Siora, Asir. Always with your new friends. Bertir to Madiseld, I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
Azeld, about this pact your mother supposedly made with the priests.
Yes. Did you find anything new?
We went to Falristel to see the stone.
Were you able to read it, Siora?
No, because it was destroyed by someone. I am certain that the priests did it to protect their lies.
You're probably right, but for as long as we cannot prove it...
We retrieved the piece of tree bark that Karadeg used as a model.
Siora, what's written on it?
Mother promised to help them against the lions, and they promised to help us in return. There's nothing mentioned about them settling here, and even less about them being entitled to the spirits of the people of our village.
So they lied. They mocked us, and insulted the memory of our mother.
I think it's high time they left. Don't you agree?
I think so too. Come on, let's go. You lied to us. You took us for gullible children. Leave this village at once. You will never be welcome here again.
But if you want our help with the Alliance, your people must convert to the light.
By lying, you have insulted the memory of the Queen. The entire village will be happy to make you pay for your affront if they hear about it. You do well to leave before having to face their wrath.
We are not here to shed blood.
Very well, we're leaving. But we will not forget your role in this matter, Your Excellency.
All right.
I did not think they would leave of their own accord.
That's what charisma's for.
Onol Manawi. Thanks to you, we managed to chase away these lawyers. And we will be able to perform our rituals and give our mother back to the earth. Yes. Thank you. Our village is in your debt.
You're welcome.
Siora, I will need you for the ritual. Will you help me? Of course, Asir.
All right. Now what? Find Constantine. All right. Well, let's take the first steps towards finding Constantine then. That's right. He's over here. Camp of the Stone Arch. I honestly don't remember that. Alright, Petrus. Speak your piece.
I'm happy you came to find me. Allow me to apologize once again. I should have spoken to you sooner, told you what I knew, and not betrayed your trust.
Indeed, you should have.
As I said, I'd like to make up for it and help you find your family again.
How do you intend to do that?
As you now know, I knew your mother. We had trouble communicating at first, of course, but we gradually learned to understand one another. She was important in her village. Based on what I know today, I think she was a Donegad. She told me her name, Arelwyn, and told me about her family. She even gave me a pendant for you. You were only a child, so I gave it to Mrs. de Sade for safekeeping.
She gave me a necklace when I went to say goodbye to her. She said it was a family heirloom. Did my mother tell you the name of her village?
No. But I'm sure the Nauts can help us. They were the ones who took your mother to the continent.
It was such a long time ago. How can I find out if they remember?
The Nauts record everything down to the gentlest breeze. They must have written something in a logbook somewhere. So, do you want to try and find out where you come from? Do you want to find your relatives?
Postpone until later.
I still need time to think about it. It's all so new to me.
I understand. Come back and see me when you're ready.
Sure thing.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, man.
Yeah. Alright. Sell anything that we don't need. Like a rusty stiletto. Alright. We're good. Let's continue onward. Alright, we're gonna find Constantine. Hopefully, he's doing well. Alright, so we need to go down this way. Let's do a quick save.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
There we go. Not too shabby. Do need to use my dodge a little bit more, but whatever. We survived. We won. Hold on. I need to go there.
This is the camp that Constantine's escort must have established.
It wasn't a landslide that did this, but combat. A deadly one. I sure hope our little governor has escaped the carnage.
Search the zone. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what's happened here.
Alright.
The tents were lacerated by what looks like claws, and there are traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep. By beasts? Most of the weapons are missing. Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without defenses. Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and there were animals among the assailants. However, our men reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies, and no sign of Constantine or Catasac's presence here. Perhaps they were in another place, and the soldiers wanted to join them. We need to follow the tracks.
Okay. So, before we go down, before we go back behind us, just gotta check and see. Aha! That's what I thought. There's loot hanging out up here. You can't fool me. I've played enough RPGs to know that when you want me to go left, I need to go right first.
This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the zone and taken this path followed by their assailants. This is a sacred place of a native cult.
Oh, jeez.
No doubt this is where Catasac and Constantine were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Catasac wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. There are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find.
Alright, first things first. Let's level up. What do we got here? Oh yeah. Fury Gen. More Fury Gen. Fury Gen means bombs. Bombs means good.
This blade is a native ritual knife. And this bowl contained a potion. Someone wanted to perform a ritual here. Could Catasac have found a better means to alleviate Constantine's symptoms? A crater, without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures. The corpses of both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly until the end. Neither Constantine nor Catasac are among them. Constantine and Catasac must have been visiting this place. Perhaps performing some sort of healing ritual. When the attack took place, the soldiers intervened, and many fell during the fight. But a group was able to escape down this path. We need to continue following their tracks.
Okay. Down this way then. The plot thickens. What happened to the soldiers?
More tracks. Footprints. They must have fled this way. Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat.
I mean,
These weapons are in terrible condition.
They're on fire.
Whatever did these men come up against?
I can tell you what they came up against. They came up against one of those big dudes. One of the Nedigs.
Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames.
I tried to dodge. There we go. Alright. More loot. Speaking of which, let's grab that. Alright.
Move away!
Alright. That was pretty easy.
More signs of an explosion. I can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions.
Yeah, who would use explosive potions? That's ridiculous.
These poor soldiers were torn to pieces. Animals again? Or something else?
Quick save.
New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only the corpses of our own men, but where could these other soldiers have come from?
Oh, dang.
These are coin guard. But I couldn't tell you if they served the Bridge Alliance or Taleme.
So it looks like somebody from one of the other areas
More signs of explosions.
intervened.
But what were they doing with all these explosives on them?
Alright. That doesn't seem right. Let's go back up here and we'll continue along the path that we were just going.
There are footprints. Only a handful made it up to here.
Okay. Quick save. Professor Sarah Fedden's work notes. The natives told us about a giant creature who reigned in the heights. Statue found could be a depiction of a large winged beast, agile and capable of flying, but its body seems fragile and unprotected. Okay, well apparently we found it.
The path stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantine or Katasach.
Is this big guy cool?
And these rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire.
Apparently we're not cool.
What could have happened here?
Oh jeez. Get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. Nice. Alright. There we go. I was gonna say, they definitely have not been friendly in the past. I'm not sure why they took so long to
I don't recognize
aggro.
these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. These vials look familiar. Katasach used the very same to stock his potions. He must have come here. I'm going to pick them up. I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantine, what have you gotten yourself into again?
Yeah.
According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge in some way be linked to this attack? That makes no sense. Very well, let's sum things up. Constantine and Katasach definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual, but they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one would have attacked Katasach.
Unless he himself was behind it. He is a powerful Donegad. The beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantine captive, he now has leverage to apply to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. But regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. We could return to Wen Xavier to learn more. Perhaps Katasach returned there. Or maybe his Voglendai could tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit the outpost. Their soldiers were involved in the combat, or at least the end of it. They must have some stories for us.
I doubt that the Alliance would have decided to openly attack their ally. Don't forget that they owe their continued presence on the island to you.
And thanks to you, I know. But their men were there, on the cliff. And Constantine is no longer among us. Maybe those men are still loyal to the preceding commander. However, one way or another, Constantine is in danger. Let us be on our way without further delay.
Interesting. I thought we would have found him by now. Apparently not. Alright, we are in a dead end. Well, the Alliance's outpost is right up there, so let's go for that, huh? Find ourselves a, there's probably another... There's probably another fireplace around here somewhere. Fire pit, if you will. Go down this way. Alright. Take this left, back towards where I thought we were supposed to go earlier. That should lead us right around where we want to be going. Quick save just to make sure. And, who could be behind this mystery? Alright. Alright, big boy's almost down.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
There we go. Take it all, take it all. Take it all. Got this guy who can loot. Alright. We got another guy to loot up here. Then we got something up here. Let's explore this big contraption of sorts. There's gotta be something interesting around here, right? Something. Just wow. Wow. Great honor dual flamberge. Let's take it. All right. Now that's quite the haul right there. That was worth it. All right, let's head down. And let's see what we can do about upgrading these new things. Possibly getting him to Kurt, maybe? Looks like some good Kurt stuff. Alright. Use a workbench. Alright, it's 100 damage less than what I've got. Quality is way worse. Alright, let's try Majors. Armored boots. Let's upgrade these boys. So these are a little bit worse for us, but are they better than Kurt's? They're not better than Kurt's. Are they better than Siora's? Yes. Alright. So Siora will get those. Quickly. How's your hammer in comparison? Okay, your hammer's way better than this too. Alright. Let's store anything we don't immediately need. Okay, put my good gloves back on. Should be all set. All right, that was a pretty good haul right there. Quick save. Got Siora some better armor. Got stuck on a tree. Oh man. Definitely some rock slides around here. It's cool that even this far into the game, we're still, oh boy, we're still discovering new areas. All right, let's hit F5. I have a feeling that they're not going to let us in.
Colonials? You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere. To whom do I owe the honor?
Desarde. I am legate of the Congregation of Merchants on this island.
A legate? Here? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many official sorts around here. Captain Idris. I am the ranking officer in charge of this Bridge Alliance outpost. What can I do for you, sir?
I'm looking for Constantin Dorsey, the island governor of the Congregation of Merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rattle?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died. But we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive. Wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him. The region is dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in their direction.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men from the garrison up there, don't you?
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your hand.
And they are dead. I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the clifftop?
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some strange lights up there. But I was hoping...
Strange lights.
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men, and you don't do anything.
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well? You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no more unnecessary risks.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me? I can see how difficult your present situation has become. I'm certain you haven't been paid either for quite some time. I cannot solve all of your problems. But what would you say if I took care of that one, at least?
A little gold would certainly improve the morale of my men. One of the men I'd posted there returned during the night.
A survivor? Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse sits with him, but there is little hope that he will come back to himself. His wounds are extremely serious. He's just refusing to die.
I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. Perhaps we could do something for him.
Go and see the nurse. Perhaps you can do something to help the poor boy. I can't take it anymore. To lose another man. Anything else?
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same. Safe journey, Your Excellency.
Alright. Listen to the surviving soldier's account. We'll have to do that next time. So, thanks again for tuning in for more Greedfall here on AP Games. You guys, I love your support. I love your comments. It very much, it's very impactful for me. It means the world to me. It's why I keep doing YouTube. Even when things get busy, even when it's late at night, I'm still recording for you guys. So, thanks again for your continued support, and we'll see you again soon. Long life to you, friend.